News, trends, hype, and everything culture.
You're listening to The Culture Plug with Hype Dub B.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Culture Plug podcast. First off, welcome back and welcome to 2026. I've been gone for a while. I've been doing a lot. I've been having a lot going on. But just doing a little bit of rebranding, just doing a little bit of figuring myself out and just adjusting to being a dad now. And boy, do I have a lot to talk about today. First off, I hope all is well. I hope everyone who is watching or listening or both is doing great. So I'll start off with what we missed in the beginning of the year, the Super Bowl. A lot of controversy between that, the halftime show, which in my opinion, I enjoyed watching. I don't speak Spanish and I didn't understand anything that was said, but I could feel the energy that was put out in that halftime show. I can feel the message that was trying to be relayed to the people in that halftime show. And with that, I say, good job, Bad Bunny. Good job. I enjoyed the visuals of the halftime show. Everything sounded great. The setup was pretty cool. So I don't know why I got, as much hate as it did. I mean, they went as far as to suing this guy. Like, really? All the other things that I've seen happen on TV and you want to sue this guy over this? Like, come on. I guess people were already upset that he won Album of the Year. Then there was that show with Kid Rock that apparently not very many people watched. But I mean, come on. Well, anyway, not wasting my time on that topic anymore. But what I was excited for was the fall off from J. Cole. A very, very, very long awaited album. And I could tell you he, like always, he didn't disappoint. One of my favorite artists other than Kendrick Lamar. Having the personality that I do, I can relate to a lot of the music he puts out there, and this album is no different. There was a lot going on in this album, but I mean, I could listen to the whole album all the way through, no problem. One of my favorite tracks being The Fall Off is Inevitable. To be able to rap about your whole entire life in reverse and see what you foresee in your future and run it backwards is like a crazy thing to do and use it. It's crazy. But he's always been that artist who's always been like this very deep thinker. I mean, nothing you get with J. Cole is going to be bland or simple. I feel like it takes a very complex mind to understand what he's saying, what he means in his lyrics, the double entendres. Like, everything has a meaning. Everything has a purpose. The same with Kendrick Lamar. Everything has a purpose and everything has a reason. And you can't help but appreciate it. It's art. It's true. It's a true form of art. I'm just going to call it for what it is. And I just love the guy's vibe and personality in general. Like, what artist goes from city to city, a millionaire goes from city to city in a old Honda Civic selling CDs, and people are like getting on this man like, oh, you're trying too hard to be humble. How is somebody trying too hard to be humble? Like, what more do y'all want out of this dude? Like, do y'all want him to just be homeless? Like, if this dude was homeless, y'all would be like, oh, he's homeless now? He's trying too hard now. He's homeless, It's like, it's just a perfect example of no matter what you do, people are always going to find a reason to hate you and drag your name through the mud. But, good for J. Cole. I mean, what other artist is going to go city to city in a Honda Civic, selling their own CDs as if they're still hustling to get to the top? who you know is actually going to get out of the car and greet people, who you know is actually going to actually have conversations with people, make time to have conversations with people and listen to people about how his music has helped them. And it's one of the reasons why his music is so relatable, because he is really out there with the people. He's really having these conversations with the people. It's nothing like fabricated. Everything this man has put out there has been about his life and his journey. And now he's showing us he's out there with the people. I mean, what more do y'all want from an artist? Like, come on, man. I mean, I feel like it doesn't get any more authentic than that, you know? So I have a great appreciation for him as an artist. I really do. And stop all the hate about him trying to be too humble. That's crazy. Like, trying to be too humble? Like, what do y'all want him to be, too bougie? What do y'all want him to be, too good for to be doing what he's doing? Like, come on, man, really? But I don't know. That's just my thought. I know a lot of people have been asking me, your podcast seems political when you think about ICE. And first off, what I would say to that is my podcast is not political. My podcast is morally driven. But when politics seem to have, for whatever reason, crossed the line of morality, that's when I feel like it needs to be discussed. And that's when I feel like it needs to be talked about. I have a morally driven podcast. Morally. Not political, morally driven. But people want to know what I think about ICE. And here's what I think. My stance on ICE is that at this point, they're just doing whatever they want. They're just going to your house, ransacking it, and there you go, you're illegal. Send you to wherever. I feel like there has to be some kind of order embrace. There has to be, I don't know. Everything just seems so out of order and just so immoral. It's just, when you simplify it, it's like, what are we really doing? You know, what are we really doing? And at this point, we don't care about humanity. We don't care about what's right or what's wrong. We just care about how we feel. And it's like nothing else matters. But there's a lot else to put into consideration that a lot of people don't. I feel like sometimes we need a break. We do. We have to just take a step back. Like, really look at things. Get the bigger picture. And I feel like we get caught in the moment. We get caught in chaos. We get caught in tragedy. We get caught in someone else's evil doing. And sometimes we just got to take a step back. It's one of the reasons why I took in the concept of minimalism. And I've been trying to teach people about minimalist ways for 5 years. 5 years, and only two people. Two people. Two people listened to me. Two people listened to me. And what they say? I understand. I understand what you're saying now. I've lived through what I've lived through, and I get what you're saying. I finally understand what you're saying. And here's the thing, I don't push minimalism on people. I just try to get people to understand, like, this is a concept to where everyone can benefit. Everyone can learn something from the concept of minimalism. And even just the two people to feel that someone actually listened to me for once. Someone actually listened to me. Oh my God. Like, first off, I appreciate you actually taking in consideration what I am saying. And for you to have discovered minimalism, I know you have been through something. I know. That's how I discovered minimalism. I had to go through something. to understand the concept of minimalism. It didn't just find me. I didn't just pick it up. It wasn't a trend. This wasn't even trending. It wasn't when I discovered it. I had no idea what it was. I discovered the concept of minimalism through fashion. When I was in fashion school, I discovered minimalism. And with that came like the lifestyle. I started looking up what is minimalism. I started studying it as a form of art, not as a way of living. I studied it as a form of art and discovered that there's a way of living simple. There's a way of living a life to try to avoid stress, to try to focus on yourself, your health, your mental health, your physical health, everything, like trying to get your life in order, organizing, saving. It's so much deeper than a lot of people think, but I know you probably think I'm just rambling and you think this is just a trend, but listen to me. Listen, just listen. I'm telling you this for a reason. Like the concept of minimalism is the whole entire reason I even started the Culture Plug podcast. This started as minimalism with Will. If you guys follow me from back then, you know. If you know, you know. But this is the whole thing that got me to where I am right now, speaking to you on the Culture Plug podcast. You know, podcast being heard around the country, 24 different countries, new countries, by the way. Thank you guys so much for listening. But don't underestimate the power of a minimalist concept. And a lot of people are like, oh, minimalism, they're just taking flavor and style out of everything. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there are logos that are simple, and I like the old logos too. I don't think they're too much. I think they're creative, and I love that. I love creativity. But y'all are looking at stuff like that. Y'all are looking at material items and thinking, oh, this is just too simplified. It's boring. But have y'all tried any other aspect of minimalism other than material items? And that right there should go to show you that we have a problem. We have a problem with lusting over drugs, sex, money, material items. Like, come on. Like, just open your eyes. Just take a step back and then just listen to yourself. Try to see what I'm trying to tell you. Minimalism is more than just material items. It's about simplifying your life. It's about finding yourself so you can be happier. Finding what you enjoy in life, finding a way to enjoy something with life without having to feel like you have to stress about every single thing. And I tell you, I don't know where I would be right now if it wasn't for me discovering the concept of minimalism. It's part of who I am today and it's part of what made me who I am today. And I'm just telling you, just take the time, do your own research. I'm not trying to push this on anybody. I'm just trying to speak as a witness. As someone who's lived through it, it's worth, just at least reading about. Just try it for a day. Just try it. I'm telling you, it's going to make a difference. And another thing that got me to thinking recently, okay, I take my car to and from work every day. My wife pointed something out that I didn't even realize. She said, you have to take better care of your car. My car is a mess. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It is a mess. And it just made me think about every other aspect of my life. It's like, how many other parts of my life am I neglecting because I'm too focused on other things? What else am I not focusing more on? If I'm not focusing on how clean my car is, what else am I not focusing on? Am I not focusing on my marriage? Am I not focusing on like my daughter, my job? What is it that is distracting me to where I don't have time or I don't feel the need to have cleaned my car the way I should have? Just something as simple as that just made me think like I have too much stuff going on in my life and it was time to cut down. I deleted apps. I deleted the notes in my phones of ideas that I would just put in there, right? Because I use my notes a lot. I use them a lot, but a lot of things I put in my photos and my notes, they're just temporary thoughts and ideas just to see if they provoke any other ideas. I'm a creative. I am 100% a creative. My mind, and I tell people this all the time. My mind is constantly on 100. My mind is like a constant running engine. I am creatively thinking 24/7, 365, and it's like nobody understands what I mean when I say my mind is is on 100. Like, it's like a nonstop train. Like, you ever seen like the Energizer Bunny just doom 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 all day, all day. That's my mind creatively. And sometimes I have to catch myself because sometimes I'll be in like too deep of thought to where for a moment, like I'm out of touch with reality. And that's one thing I've realized about myself and I'm trying to work on. Sometimes you got to take a step back and live in the moment, even as a creative. But when I tell you my mind is like constantly on 100, like, okay, so previously I was going to therapy. Mental health is important. Why am I telling you this? Because no one should be ashamed of telling you this. This is part of maturity. This is part of owning to the fact that you're not mentally in the space that you want to be. Mental health is very important. I am trying to push mental health. This is another reason why I have the Culture Plug podcast. And why? Because minimalism pushed me to focus more on my mentality. So therefore, I'm trying to share this with you guys in terms that maybe it'll help you too. This is the reason why I do this. I want to be able to help people. I want to help people grow. I want to see people grow. I want to be able to benefit other people. I want to be able to help people. It would be selfish of me for God to show me something. It would be selfish of me for God to give me a gift and not be able to use it for the better or good. I want to be able to help heal people. And the only way I can do that, I've learned, is by putting God first, letting God show me what I have to do next, and letting Him guide me and bringing me these beautiful ideas. When I tell you my mind is constantly on 100, it's not about nonsense. It's about real life. I'm thinking about real life constantly. And I'm trying to relay how I feel. And maybe somewhere out there, other people feel the same way. And so lately, I haven't been able to go to therapy because of my work schedule. So what did I do? I did not give up on focusing on my mental health. I'm trying to find better ways to adjust or trying to find better ways to focus on my mental health. So what I've been doing is writing, and I find that writing has been very therapeutic for me. Um, like I said, when I write, I used to write all the time. But it was more like poetic. I mean, it still is poetry. But I thought to myself, what if I took this poetry and made music with it? And little did I wasn't thinking fully at first, but I mean, that's what rap is literally what it means. Rhythm and poetry. Rhythm and poetry. That's what rap is. That's what it means. RAP, rhythm and poetry. And so I started putting what I write into music and putting it out there. And every time I finish a song, it feels amazing. It feels amazing because I'm not only putting stuff out there, it's not only helping me like build confidence in myself, but it's also helping me put things that I've been through out there in hopes that maybe it'll help someone else. But to make music, I enjoy the creativity, I enjoy the energy, I enjoy things just coming to my mind right off the top. I love it. I freaking love it. And I'm telling y'all, man, just find something that works for you. Find something. I love writing. I'm probably going to write today. And another thing I want to start doing is meditating, taking time for me, more time for me and God. That's what my goal is. Finding a way to make more time for me and God first, then my family. That's what I want. But yeah, man, I didn't start working on the concept of minimalism just to get rid of material items. I started working on the concept of minimalism so I could figure out how to relieve myself of stress, find myself, be a happier me, and be closer to God first and foremost. Because I know that the closer I am to God, the less I'm going to have to worry because God's got my back. And a lot of people just get the whole concept of minimalism just misconstrued. Yeah. Minimalism isn't about what you have to lose, it's about what you have to gain. And a lot of people just don't see it that way. But the reason why I'm telling you guys about the concept of minimalism is because I'm going through it. I'm going through things as we speak, but I feel like God has called me to relay this message that has been weighing heavy on my mind to you guys. I don't feel like I'm just doing this to do this. I feel like I have a calling to do what I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm doing what I'm doing for a purpose. I have a purpose to fulfill. And in terms, it fills my heart with joy to know that people are listening. It fills my heart with joy to know that people around the world are hearing me, actually hearing me. And so to be able to do that creatively with my podcast, with my music, and let me tell you something about people. There are venomous people in this world. There are very venomous people. And some people use every excuse. For instance, I came across a situation where someone asked me, "Do you have kids?" I said, "Yes, I have a daughter." They're like, "Oh, you messed up." I'm sorry? That was the most ignorant remark, the most ignorant comment I've ever heard. How are you going to tell me I messed up by having my kid? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, everyone, something a lot of people don't know. My daughter probably saved my life. I'm sure my daughter saved my life. I love my daughter. My daughter is probably one of the best things I've actually done right. So be mindful of what you say, because an ignorant comment such as, "Oh, you messed up by having your kid?" And it's the same people who have that, "Oh, I have kids now, I can't, do this" mindset. That's bull, man. I stay away from people with that mindset, because you can do anything that God has in store for you. You can do anything that God has laid out for you. You can do anything that you set your mind to and make time to do if you actually want to do it. If you actually have a feeling, a strong feeling to do it like I do, you would actually make the time, find time to get it done. Why? Because something is calling you to get it done. You don't make up an excuse. "Oh, I have kids, my life is over." Your life isn't over because you have kids. Your life have just begun because you have kids. You have a next chapter in your life because you have kids. Your life isn't a setback because you have kids. Your life is forward because you have kids. My daughter is the reason why I'm still pushing. Well, the main reason, not the only reason, but the main reason why I'm still pushing. I look at my daughter and she encourages me to do better every day. I just went through something and I looked at my daughter's face. And even though she doesn't know what's going on, I look at her face like, this is someone who depends on me. This is someone who needs me to be the best version of me. And how do I do that? It starts with me. It starts with my mindset. I try to stay away from venomous people. I try to stay away from snakes, fake people. I try to stay away from liars, thieves, conniving people. I try to stay away from all the negativity, and I try to put positivity only in my heart. That's all I want in my heart is positivity. And I want to be able to spread that positivity. Again, that's why I have this podcast. That's why I put videos out there. That's why I make music now. I want people to hear. I want to flourish. I want people to grow with me. I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to be stuck in my shell. I want to be out there. I want people to know that you can be more than you think you can be. But in my opinion, it starts with putting God first. And people are like, he must be a very religious person. Here's the thing. A lot of people get it misconstrued also because I consider myself spiritual. And before you be like, "Oh, he must be atheist. Oh, he must be doing rituals. He must be doing spell." No, no. Being spiritual means I'm trying to be one with God. I don't tie myself to a religion because I feel like any way that you can get to know God is a good way to go. Any way you can get closer to God is a good way to go. Whether you want to be a Buddhist, whatever God you believe in, I feel like God is one, but he is in the eyes of every other person different. Because every other person is different, why not see God differently? I feel like God is one, but he wants us to see him in a way that we can relate best. And for me, that's spiritual. I feel God more spiritually than I do connecting myself to a religion. Like, I'm not going to say, "Oh, I know God because I'm a Christian." I mean, who's to say someone doesn't know God because they're Jewish? Someone doesn't know God because they believe in Buddhism? I believe God is one. And I believe he covers all of us. And no matter how you see him, I feel like he's gonna find a way for you to see him. Everyone has their own individual relationship. Everyone has their own personal relationship with God. And for me, that personal relationship isn't being tied to religion. That personal relationship is being spiritual, feeling God's spirit with you and being just spiritually uplifted. And that's one thing I enjoy about music. If you use music the right way, music can spiritually uplift you. Why do you think people listen to gospel music when they're going through something? It's something that ties them to God. And you can't say, "Oh, it's gospel music. Oh, it's Christian music." No, it's gospel music. It's uplifting, it's spiritual, it lifts your spirit. So when I tell people that I am a spiritual person, that's what I mean. That doesn't mean I don't believe in God. I believe that God is in all of us. God is with all of us. And no matter what your race is, religion, no matter what country you come from, no matter what you believe in, if you believe in a higher being, that is God trying to speak to you, no matter where you are from, no matter where, if you're from Africa, no matter if you're from America, Asia, China, no, wherever you are from, God wants to speak to you. And I feel like he's speaking to me. And I want to relay that because people don't understand what I mean by I'm spiritual. Like, I feel God spiritually. When I talk to him, I get emotional because that's the spirit in me. That's not the religion in me. It's like when I talk to someone, be like, I don't feel Christianity coming over me. I feel spirit coming over me. And it's for a reason. God talks to people spiritually. Why do you think some people are able to see spirits? Why do you think people are able to hear spirits? And why do you think people are able to see angels and feel angels and hear angels? And people share stuff like that, and people are like, oh, those people are crazy and they're non-Christian. You don't know what those people are, regardless of what you believe. And I'm not against like Christianity or nothing. I believe wherever you find a way to find God, that is the best path to go. If you have a relationship with God, no matter what you believe in, if you have a good relationship with God, that's what matters in my eyes. And that's the way I see it. And right now, it's like there are people in the world who actually like, oh, if you believe in that religion, you're going to hell. Who am I to tell you that because you have a personal relationship with God and you see God a certain way that you're going to hell? Really? I just can't believe that. Because your relationship with God is your personal relationship with God, and no one knows you more than you than God. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the holiest person. I still sin. I still do things that are wrong, but I am trying to find the right path. And I feel like my own personal opinion, my own personal journey from my experience, I feel like God has put minimalism in my life as a form to do that because he sees where my heart is and he sees that I want to do good and he sees that I try to be the best version of me no matter what people come my way. I try to be the best version of me, how no matter how hard it is with all the venomous snakes in the world, no matter how much it is with all the poison, false prophets in the world. I try to be the best version of me, and that's all I can be. And that's all I can give to people to relay. And I want to be able to help and I want to be able to pass that message down in a blessing that I've been gifted with, the understanding, the knowledge that I have been gifted with. I want to be able to pass that down because who am I to not be able to do that? If I do anything in this world, I want to be able to pass that love and that passion down to people that I love. I want to be able to pass it down to my wife, to my daughter, my family, my friends. I want to be able to pass it down to anyone listening to this. And I just want the world to be a better place. And whoever thinks that is too unrealistic, then I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is that I try this year, my focus is just focus on my mental health, focus on my physical health, focuses on my marriage, focuses on my child, focusing on just being a better person, just brightening my aura. So when I come around people, I can brighten in other people. That's what people don't understand. And I'm trying to get people to understand that. And I found that in the concept of minimalism, it's the beauty of it that I'm trying to express to people. The beauty, the simplicity. That's why I say there is luxury in simplicity. There is nothing better than simplicity. There is nothing more intoxicating, or I'm not even going to say intoxicating. There is nothing more uplifting than simplicity. And if you don't believe me, look around. Everything that people consider a luxury, what does it do? It makes your life simple. Simplicity is a luxury, and I'm trying to get people to understand that. So why are we fixating ourselves on material items, sex, money, drugs? Why are we doing that? And I'm not by any means trying to make myself perfect. I'm trying to get out of I'm trying to reframe myself. I'm trying to rebuild myself. I'm trying to be the person I want to be, not only for me, but I want to be the person I want to be so I can be in a better stance with God. I want to be in a better stance with my relationship. I want to be in a better stance with my daughter. I want to be a better overall person. And so if that means I have to pour my heart out and relate people experiences that are hard for me to go through. I want people to know they're not alone. You know how many people believe they are alone? I am a witness to that. I have once believed that I am alone. No one should feel like they are alone. No one should feel like that. You have people who love you. You have family who love you. God loves you. And if you think I'm wrong for expressing that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about the opportunities that come to my life. I'm passionate about my mind constantly being on 100 creatively. If that's what it is, because it is showing me things that I have never seen before, and it is helping me grow as an individual, not just physically but spiritually, because at the end of the day, spiritual is what matters. Because guess what? The day that God returns, the day your number is called, the day your lights shut off, nothing else is gonna matter. That yacht isn't gonna be here, that car isn't gonna be here, that money isn't gonna be here. Your spirit is what is ascending or descending, depending on how you live your life. Your spirit is what truly matters. Your spirit. God put you on earth with a soul. Even people who don't believe in God have a soul, even though their light may be dim. May they hear this, or may they be inspired by something to pull them closer to God, to pull them out of the damnation, the hell that they are going through right now. And I'm not trying to get on here to preach. I'm just telling y'all this is what I feel emotionally, physically. This is what comes to me. My mind, I'm telling y'all, is constantly on 100. And I just feel like I constantly have to do something creative. If I don't feel like I'm not doing anything creative, I feel like I'm not fulfilling my spiritual purpose. I feel like everyone has a spiritual purpose. Everyone has a companion. Everyone has something they believe in. Everyone has someone they trust. Everyone has someone that makes them feel better. Everyone has someone that makes them feel happy. And for me, it's God. It's my wife. It's my daughter. I was going through a rough patch, and God blessed me and my wife with my beautiful daughter. And again, so yes, if you say you something simple as you messed up by having your child, I am going to take that personally. I'm sorry. I don't care if you think I'm too sensitive about it. I'm looking at the morality. I'm looking at the words that are coming out of your mouth. I'm looking at how you say things. I'm reading everyone in the room. That's just who I am. I am an intuitive. I can feel everything in the room. I am a spiritual person. I can feel someone else's spirit. I can feel someone. I can feel other people's energy. That's why I know when to back away. That's why I know when to curve all the fakes. That's why I know how to curve all the fakes. That's why I know when to back out. I know when this is not my place to be, and I know where I should be and where I shouldn't. And God has blessed me with that. And I am grateful and I am thankful and I am glad that I am here today. No matter what I have been through, I am glad I am here. I'm glad I'm here. There's so much stuff that people don't know about me. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad my daughter's here. I'm glad my wife is here. We've gone through so much. We've gone through so much. And you're going to go through things in life, but you have to find yourself. Let me tell you, no one around you is going to be happy if you continue to have this negative aura around you, because that spills on people. That energy spills on people. You got to have a good spirit with yourself. You have to be satisfied with yourself. You have to be okay with yourself before you are happy with other people, before you are spiritually happy with other people, before other people can make you happy. No one will make you happy but you. And it took me so long to figure that out. And I'm still learning, guys. Come on. And I hope somebody hears this. I pray somebody hears this. And it's one of the reasons why I believe anything you do, if you feel like it's with a purpose, put God first. And I try my best to do that. And I ask for forgiveness when I mess up. I do. I pray to myself and I ask God, forgive me for my wrongs, forgive me for my sins, forgive me for doing this, because I actually have a heart. And for some people, unfortunately, I mean, that makes you too weak. That makes you too soft. But you pay attention to that. And you're like,
Who's telling me this? Why are you venomous people, poisonous people? Don't let these people taint your spirit. Don't let these people taint your religion, taint you of how you feel about uplifting other people. Don't let people's negative energy taint you. And yet people wonder why I'm so introverted. People wonder why I consider myself so antisocial at times, because I am good at reading people. I am a strong intuitive. I have a strong intuition about people. So when I meet people, I'm not just observing you. I'm observing the way you talk. I'm observing the way you look. I'm observing the way you speak. I'm observing the way you act. I'm observing the way you go about carrying yourself, because I am cautious with who I am. I am cautious and protective over my spirit. I am cautious and protective over my well-being. I am cautious and protective over the people that I love. That's just who I am. But I open my heart, I open my heart to express words that God gives to me to help you guys. Help you guys understand more of who you are and who you want to be. Everyone is their own unique person, and that's the beauty of it. No one is the same. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone goes through something, but everyone goes through something differently. Never discourage what someone is going through. Never undermine how they're going through it. Everyone is unique. And man, I know it sounds like I'm ranting and I'm preaching, but this is just what I feel like. Come on, man. But don't waste your time with venomous people. They don't deserve your good spirit. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your energy. Spend that energy uplifting people who actually care and people who actually want to listen to you. All you can do is for people who don't, the people who are negative, the people who are venomous, the people who are poisonous that want to bite you, the snakes in the grass, all you can do is pray for their soul and pray that God heals them. That's all you can do. And again, I'm not on here trying to sound like a preacher. I'm just trying to relay the spirit that is put in my heart to give to you guys, because I care so much. Even when I tell you, like, oh my God, I'm not a people person. I'm really not. But in my heart, I want better. I want better for the world. I want better for my people. I want better for everyone. I want to see people grow. I want to build stuff with people. Anyone who knows me can attest to this. I try to build something. I'm constantly trying to build a team, a community, anyway, just to find a better way of living, because I spiritually want to be free. I mentally want to be free. And I have nothing but love, and I want to share nothing but love for the people around me. And that's just who I am. That's the core of who I am. Now, I'm just a naturally nurturing person. I'm a naturally caring person. It's hard for me not to attract other people's emotions. And that's another reason why I feel like people find it easy to talk to me, because I try to listen. Even when my mind is constantly on 100, and sometimes I will admit I'm not all the way there sometimes, because I get lost in these creative thoughts. But for the most part, I try to listen and I try to feel what people are going through, because I try to understand. I try to be understanding. I try to talk to people, because sometimes that's all you need. All you need is for people to hear you and listen. And I know, 'cause I'm telling you right now that I went through that. I'm living through it now. You know, you go through that. But Culture Plug Podcast, this is why I do this. This is why I love this, and people don't get it. To me, this is more than just a hobby. This is spiritually. This is something that I feel like God has brought in my life for a reason. I feel like I'm helping people for a reason, and I feel like I can't stop, because what would that be? What would that mean for me to stop expressing myself and stop expressing love and trying to help people with the skills that God has brought to me? I have everything I need to send this message to people that God has brought me, and I'm thankful for it every day. So to me, this is more than a hobby. Making music is more than a hobby to me. I feel like this is a calling. I feel like it is available for a reason, and when it is no longer for a reason, I feel like God will not allow me to do it, and God will find something else for me in my life that is purposeful. Find what is purposeful for you and make the most out of it. Do the most with it. If you feel like God has put it in your place for a reason, try to do the most with it and try to do the best with it, and just do whatever you can that is morally right. And that's what I believe in. That's just me. But man, just be grateful. Just be grateful. You want that new loaded platinum truck? There are people who wish they had a bicycle to get where they at. You wish you had that corporate job. You're ready to end your life because you wanted that corporate job and somebody else got it. Maybe that is not meant for you for a reason. It is not your time yet. There are people who want a cup of water. Be grateful. Don't sleep on where you're at. Do not sleep on where you're at. You are there for a reason. God put you to struggle because he knew you can come out of it in a way that you can come out of it and do better for other people and yourself and inspire other people. Do not sleep on where you are. I'm telling you. I lived through it. I'm telling you, I'm saying this for a reason. Do not sleep on the struggle. Do not sleep on where you are. You are where you are for a reason. You are where you need to be. And if you're in a dark place, you need to evaluate your life and figure out why you are in that dark place. Just open your heart and figure out what you can do to better you. What can you do to better your aura? What can you do to uplift your spirit? What can you do to express your aura around other people? Because once you do that, I guarantee you, your life will be better. Just find your purpose. Even the most simplest things can be the most life-changing. Even if your purpose is to just meet someone, you could have saved that person's life. Maybe you were put in that person's life to inspire them. Maybe you were put in that person's life to have someone to lean on. Maybe that person leans on you. Maybe you are the reason why someone is still alive today. And just keep that in consideration, because that's what I keep in consideration. That's what is on my mind. I'm telling you. When I speak on things, I don't just speak on it. It's because it comes to me for a reason. It's what I see. It's what I see. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, that guy must be crazy. He must be No, it's because I'm waking up and I finally see. I'm looking around me, and I'm trying to be more appreciative of what I have. Everything that I have. I sometimes I even think to myself, why do I have this? Like, why do I deserve a beautiful daughter? Why do I deserve such a beautiful, caring wife? Why do I deserve all of this? And I'm not saying I deserve all of it, but God has put them in my life for a reason. God put my wife in my life for a reason. God definitely put my daughter in my life for a reason. God has put my wife's family in my life for a reason. God has put my family in my life for a reason. My cousin, my brother, my sister. Everything is for a reason. I try not to take anything for granted anymore. And that's why I'm such a simple guy. Like, it is what it is. I will take whatever comes my way because it's a step forward to something. God is directing me for something. I don't know what it is, but I feel it. It's spiritual. It's in my heart and I feel it. And that's why I do what I do. But man, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to preach to people. I'm just trying to relay the message because I want to help people. That is my dream. I want to be able to help people. My heart feels fulfilled best when I feel like I have a purpose in helping other people. And I pray that someday God blesses me financially to be able to be free. But for some reason in my heart, I feel like as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, and I feel like it's going to be in a way that I will not understand or see. And I'm almost 100% sure of that. It's going to be in a way that I cannot see. But one day I am going to get where I want to be. And I truly believe in that. Not because I'm a big dreamer, not because I'm in over my head, but because there's something in my heart calling me. There's something in my heart pushing me to be creative. There's something in my heart that's like you can't ignore being who you are. You can't ignore being a creative. You are who you are for a reason. You are put on this earth for a purpose. You are feeling what you are feeling for a reason. You are able to find ways to do what you do because there is a purpose. And I solely believe that. And man, that's all I want to that's all I want to express to you guys. That's all I want to tell you guys. And I pray that this helps somebody. I hope it heals somebody. And I hope you are never alone, and do not be embarrassed by where you are, because I promise you one day people are going to speak on your name and they're going to say, I remember when that guy was down bad, and I remember when he elevated himself to be who he is today. And I'm telling you, just listen to your heart. Just do what is right and just do what makes sense to you and just do what is calling you. Just do it. Just do it. And that's all I want to say, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for the Culture Plug podcast. Thank you so much for all the people in every country listening. That is a blessing. I am sitting in Texas for people to be able to listen to me in India, in Greece, in France, in Africa. I am sitting where I am. You know how much of a blessing that is? That I can reach someone I can reach someone from where I am with a camera and a microphone. How amazing is that? It's the simplicity. Simplicity is a luxury. Me being able to afford what I have is a luxury. But it all starts with me having to be humble and grateful. I am grateful. I would never say my life is better than somebody else's. I never feel that way in my life. I never felt my life is better than anybody else's. I just try to be the best individual person that I can be. And I just hope for the best. I pray for the best. And wherever God takes me, that's where my journey lands. But I just try to be the best, most uplifting version of me that I can be. And that's all I can be. I can just be myself. I can't be J. Cole. I can't be Kendrick Lamar. I can't be any other influencer. All I can be is Wilbert Brinkley Jr. That's all I can be. All I can be is Hype Dub B. I can be myself. And I take pride in that. And I'm thankful for where I am today. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for today. I'm thankful for my daughter. I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful for whatever I got. I'm thankful to have transportation to work. I'm thankful that the sun is out today. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful my wife is alive. I'm thankful my daughter is here. I'm thankful. I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. But thank you. Thank you again for listening. As always, thanks for listening. Stay plugged. And remember, simplicity is a luxury. Catch you guys on the next episode.